My name is Patrick Donnelly. I'm from Ballymena, County Antrim. I lamb a pedigree Suffolk flock in January, and I lamb a pedigree Texas flock in February, middle February, and also I run a commercial flock as well. Whenever I ewe lamb with 3 lambs, I lift a lamb off a ewe, and I cluster them with ewe's milk, or cluster them for 2 or 3 times before I set the lamb into the machine. I have an automatic machine that feeds the lambs automatic once I get them learned to suck the machine. Once I get them, there's 2 wee tits on it, and you learn them to suck the tits, they do. Once they get hungry, they start to learn to suck it right away, so they do. There's no problem. I use Ewe-Reka powder, has been using since 2008. And also I like it because the lambs seem to do well on it from day one. Well, I find also the lambs on the machine as well will put on more weight on sucking the ewes to do. And they gain weight, you know, on 7 or 8 weeks. Another thing is they're easier weaned off as well. After 7 or 8 weeks, they're weaned off the machine. Once I get them start to drink water, eat hay, eat meal, and they're starting to eat hay and eat meal at 3 weeks old, so they do. 2 years ago, we done a weight recording on lambs on the machine. Every 2 weeks we weighed a lamb and was putting on 0.57 kilos a day. And most of these lambs were triplet lambs and twin lambs, which was lifted off ewes. So it was. And for that lamb to do that, sucking a ewe, especially a twin lamb, they wouldn't get the milk that the ewe could produce, what the machine could produce on the rate of milk. Another thing as well, I don't have a problem with lambs bloating or scar, because I think I put that down to lambs getting a colostrum from day one, and plenty of colostrum 2 or 3 times before you put it on. You know, that's a thing I find very important. And another thing as well, it's down to hygienic cleanness, especially the machine. And I keep the milk cold, so there's no bacteria in the milk as well. I think it's very important to keep the milk sort of cool, that it's not warm milk they're getting as well. I wean my lambs off the ewes at 100 days. Where I gain is, I can wean my lambs off here at 78 weeks old. And there's no mother, there's no stress on the lamb because it doesn't have a mother as well. And plus they can go on ahead and graze and start feeding along with the rest of them, mix up along with the rest of them. Cheaper for me to have a bag of milk, you've no mother to keep, you don't have to feed the ewe as well. And I find it a lot cheaper to run a pet lamb as bringing in foster ewes, which I don't like bringing in foster ewes because in case you bring in abortion or any other disease or anything else, you know, it's another very important thing as well. The reason why I use Ewe-Reka milk on the milk machine as well. And I've been using it for the last 10, 12 years now, so I have, for my pet lambs. Especially on the triplets and twins or anything like that, it's not getting sucked from day one. I use Ewe-Reka milk because I have no bloat, I have no scar, and I find it very good growth rate on my lambs from day one, and easy weaned off it, first class.